Psalm 68:8. God places the lonely in families. We live in a broken-hearted world, but that short little verse reveals a huge part of God's plan for healing. I'm Matt, this is my wife Monica, and this is our adoption story. So we have a large family of 6, 4 kids, and as we have walked and journeyed in our Christian faith, there have been few things that have stretched our faith the most than adoption. See, my wife shared with me that she had a desire to adopt, and it kind of freaked me out.
I think that my attraction to adoption grew as my understanding of who God is and what He's all about really deepened. And I found myself just with this strong desire to actually want to participate with God in caring for the vulnerable who are among us. Matt came along with that desire as well, but not at the same time as me and not in the same way. But that was okay with me. I really wanted it to come from an authentic place and didn't want to force it or try and talk him into it, so I just prayed.
I had a lot of apprehensions, but I remember coming home from a mission trip from Haiti, my first Haiti trip, and really experiencing orphanages firsthand for the very first time. And God placed kind of this dream in my heart that if I didn't personally do something, that who was going to care for these orphans. So I shared that dream in our prayer journal and shared that with Monica, and I think she was probably surprised a little bit.
It's, something that only God could have downloaded directly into Matt's heart. No amount of convincing or data that I brought him could have done that. It was pretty rad.
What we didn't realize is that as those prayers went out, it was like a ripple effect. There was a little boy that was born on June 8th in 2011 that was about to be placed in an orphanage. And that ripple effect reached all the way to Ethiopia.
But one day I received a call from a friend of mine who I actually met purchasing mascara. So I love that God can use anything. So mamas, even our vanity. Anyway, she had called me and shared with me about this child, and he really wasn't doing well. And he needed a new forever family urgently. So I called Matt right away and shared with him.
So I had just recently started a new job at a new church, Water of Life, and Monica called, and I was preparing to teach a message on going. It was a great commission, sending, going and telling, really being the hands and feet of Jesus. And the Lord brought a verse to my head and my heart. And the interesting thing about this passage that God brought into my head was I had never read this verse before. It was James 1:27, and religion that is pure and holy before the Lord is that you would take care of widows and orphans in their time of need. So in that moment, I got on the phone and I called Monica and I said, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how we're going to raise the money, but I'm willing to take a step of faith.
We knew that we couldn't undo the loss that this child had already experienced so much of in his young life, but we were very committed to him.
So when we flew to meet Caleb, we took custody of him on the same day, February 23rd, 2014. And it's hard to describe the feeling that we had. It was almost overwhelming as we played with him, as we interacted with him. But he just seemed to fit in our family perfectly. Being married and raising 4 kids, this adoption has been the most incredible step of faith that we've ever taken and the most fulfilling. Caleb Matthew Aope France, our son, is thriving.
We just continue to stand amazed at what simple willingness and faith to participate in God's plan can do. It can turn an orphan into a beloved son.